For I've seen so many poor little hamsters that live in tiny, terrible cages on YouTube videos. Now I'll try to tell you something about how I care for my Syrian hamster Cookie. I bought a cage in the size of 100 to 55 to 45 centimeters. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. On eBay for about €55, including transport charges. You'll get their cages for very low prices. This size is the minimum size for a Syrian hamsters. Animal conservationists advise to. The bottom is 15 centimeters high, so that I can put in a high grounding, which is from wood shavings, so that Cookie can dig in, but it seldom does. The cage has bars that lead horizontal, therefore my hamster is able to climb on it. They are 0.6 centimeter in distance. They aren't coated with paint, as most cages are. I know that hamsters surely from time to time ignored it. If it eats the fragments, it won't be healthy for it, despite the fact that the ignored bars don't look so good. I added some platforms, ramps and bridges to my cage to enlarge the area Cookie lives in. On the platforms I distributed a tunnel made of grass, some branches to gnaw on. It's water, vegetable and fruit containment. You also can spread some seed there so that a hamster needs to find it. It also can be spread on the grounding, which is a good pastime for it, but as hamsters never eat everything in the food, there will be a lot left on it and it doesn't look so nice. Several houses are advantages. I have a little plastic hut on one of the platforms here and 2 made of wood on the bottom. Here and here. My cage has 2 doors at its side and 1 large one on the top. You can build a ramp to the side doors here, so that the hamster can come on your hand on itself when it's tamed. This is the cage from above. Here's a little plastic hut inside, and the branches on top, the ramps. A big house with 3 rooms is not just the natural burrow of a hamster. In wildlife they have a sleeping room, a toilet and a room for hoarding its food. Mine has a sleeping room and a corridor. I've made especially another video about this house. It's named Hamster House. For nesting, I give it some hay and toilet paper. You can buy hamster wool for nesting, but that's not advantageous because your hamster may tangle its feet in it. As a hamster hoards its food inside and food may molder, you have to remove the food every 3rd day. A running wheel is irrenounceable. For a medium hamster like mine, the minimum size is 25 centimeters in diameter. Mine from Kali Wonderland has a diameter of 29 centimeters and it's not very loud. Those of wood can be gnawed at without detriments for its health. In general, wood is much more preferable than plastic in a hamster cage, for the fact hamsters try to gnaw on everything and the fragments will kill it. Additionally, Cookie has a bowl with fine sand for cleaning its fur. She likes it very much. Here it looks. Hi Cookie. Hi Cookie. There's a second house on the bottom and there's the food. Now something about the nutrition of a hamster. A hamster needs several different seeds for its main food. There shouldn't be too much sunflower seeds or nuts in it because it's too fatty. Additionally, it needs protein coming from insects such as crickets or mealwormer. I translate it as flower worms. I don't know if this is correct. These are the flower worms. But you shouldn't give it too much from them. 1 or 2 a day is enough. Flower worms are easily kept by putting it into a glass that is covered by something that isn't airtight and feeding it with rolled oats and little pieces of vegetable. You can also get dried insects at your pet store or feed a little bit of yogurt or cheese at it. Mineral stones sometimes are gnawed down in one night, and it isn't that good for the organs of your hamster. It gets enough minerals if you give the above mentioned food. A hamster needs to have access to fresh drinking water all the time. It has to be changed every day. Then your hamster every day needs some vegetable and fruits, but not that much. There are several fruits and vegetables a hamster shouldn't have, such as tropical sour fruits or cabbage or tomato. It needs something to gnaw on its teeth. I'll show you in a moment. So now I'll put the food inside the cage. Da ist er schon. Hallo Cookie. You like your salad? It needs something to gnaw on its teeth. I always give mine some branches of apple, hazelnut, beech or willow, conferral wood or wood of stone fruits, such as peach is poisoning. You should avoid sugar for your hamster and food that could soil its cheek bags because they could get inflamed then. To get Cookie tamed, I firstly gave it food it prefers, such as flower worms and sweet fruit like piece of apple from outside the bars. After a while, I've put my hand inside the cage under the side door and put some food on it. Sometimes it tried to eat my fingers, but you shouldn't react wild at that, because that would set back your plans at the beginning. When it climbed on my hand to get the food, I didn't do anything. After a while, it got common to my hand and climbed on it every time I held it at the side of the door. From that on, I was able to put it outside and to hold it any time on evenings when it was awake. I let it outside every evening for a while. This will not happen within a week. With Cookie, it lasted about a month. Most essential on teaming is to avoid loudness and fast movement, for that may frighten it and it could bite or leap from your hand. This perhaps could mean death to your hamster. You never should try to get it from above, especially in the beginning, because it's genetically memorized in it that enemies such as owls and so on come from above to get it. For the same reason, your cage should be placed on a higher position so that you stand in front of it with your head and not above. I try to weigh Cookie only then during the day when I have to clean the cage, which I completely do just once in a month. Once a week I clean its toilet corner in the cage, and every third day its house from molded food. Now it's gone to sleep again. Bye. I forgot to say that you never should place the cage of your hamster in the direct sun, because that would be too hot for it, even it's an animal that normally lives in the desert. Bye.